Welcome to the lecture second. Thanks for watching my channel, and please refer to the lesson 1, that is lecture 1. In this lecture, in that particular lecture, we have discussed about the basics of the times and distance. So it's most important for solving any problem. So please refer those sections before starting this particular lecture second, right? So let us solve some of the problems. So here let us go for first problem. So the problem is, a man riding bicycle covers 150 meters in 25 seconds. So what the question I have given, a man riding a bicycle has covered, what is the distance? It is 150 meters. And how many seconds? In 25 seconds. So in 25 seconds. See here, we have given the distance and we have given the time. So what is our formula? Speed is equal to distance by time. And remember, we have to look over the units, right? So let us start. Let us solve very clearly, because we will be getting very concepts very easily. In the examination point of view, there is no need to write each and everything in detail. But when we learn, we should learn very clearly, such that it will be going to habituated that we will never do the mistakes, right? So speed equal to distance by time. So what is the distance here? It is 150 meters. Remember the unit, it is what? Meters. Then what should be the time? If it is the higher the distance is meter, the time should be in the seconds. So the time is also in seconds. So there is no problem here. 150 by 25. It is what? 6 meters per second. So what is the speed? It is 6 meter per second. But see the question once again. What he have asked? He have asked the speed in what? Kilometer per hour. But whereas we got the speed in what? 6 meter per second. Then we have to convert the meter per second to what? Kilometer per hour. So for that, what we have to do? We have to multiply this 6 with 18 by 5, right? So if you want to convert meter per second into the kilometer per hour, we have to multiply it with the 18 by 5. So kilometer per hour. So the value, the resultant value, so if we divide 5, it is what? 3.6. so 6 into 3.6 is 6 is 36, 3 carry, 6 3 is 18, 21. So 21.6 kilometer per hour, and it is the answer, right? So remember that we have applied in the formula, and we should understand the concept very easily, and don't confuse with the units. If you just do a small mistake in the unit, the complete problem is going to we are going to get the wrong result, right? So just concentrate on the units, right? Let us go for the next problem. So our next problem is, the speed of bus is 54 kilometer per hour. So what is the speed of the bus? It is 54 kilometer per hour, right? So what you have asked? The distance covered by bus in 5 seconds. So he have asked in seconds. Remember, when 54 kilometer per hour, it means what? It have covered 54 kilometer in 1 hour, right? So in what values he have asked? He have asked in the seconds. So first of all, it's a very easy. We can, first of all, we have to convert from the kilometer hour to the meter per seconds. Then automatically we will get the answer, right? So if we convert kilometer per hour to the meter per second, we have to multiply it with the 5 by 18. So 54 into 5 by 18, right? Meter per seconds. So what does it mean? 18 3 is 54. That is what? 15 meter per seconds. So what does that mean? It is going to cover 15 meter in 1 second. It is going to cover 15 in 1 second. So what is our question? Our question is, what distance it travels in 5 seconds. So what do you want? It travels 15 into 5 meters. In 5 seconds, it travels 15 into 5 meters. That is what? 75 meters, right? So 75 meters is our answer, right? So as if we are doing the problems, just try to understand the concepts very easily, the representations and the how we have solved the problems, right? So it will make you easy when you go and solve the problems, right? Let us go move to the next problem. So our next problem is, an athlete runs 100 meters race in 18 seconds. His speed in kilometer per hour is. So what is the value here again? What is the distance he moves? The distance he moves is 100 meters. In what time he moves? It is 18 seconds. Right? He moves 100 meters in 18 seconds. That is, what is speed? It is distance by time, right? So 100 by 18 meter per seconds, its speed. Then what is the value? What we have asked in the speed in kilometer per hour. So we have asked in kilometer per hour. So we should convert the 100 by 18 to the kilometer per hour. So for converting kilometer per hour to the meter per second to the kilometer per hour, what we have to do? We have to multiply it with the 18 by 5. So 100 into 100 by 18 into 18 by 5, right? Kilometer per hour. So if we do this, so 18 cancel, 5, it is 20. So it is what? 20 kilometer per hour. So it's moving, the athlete is moving with what speed? 20 kilometer per hour, right? So this is the concept of this thing. Let's move to the next problem. So let us look over next problem. A man walking at the rate of 5 kilometer per hour, 5 kilometer per hour can cross a bridge in 15 minutes. The length of the bridge is, right? See here, we have a bridge, right? So we have a bridge, and what you have said here, a man is walking at the speed of what? 5 kilometer per hour. So a man is walking at the speed of 5 kilometer per hour. And at what time he takes here? So he can cross a bridge in 15 minutes. So what time is taking? 15 minutes. That's right. 15 minutes time is the point is going to take from here to here. That is, in 15 minutes he is going to cover this particular distance, right? So what is our formula? Speed equal to distance by time. So what is required for us? We require the distance. So distance is equal to speed into time, right? Now see here, distance is equal to speed into time. Now what the speed is given in the kilometer per hour, what is the time is given in the minutes, right? There should be some unique thing here. It is in the minutes, so it should be in the meters per second. That is, what we have to do, we have to convert the speed 5 kilometer per hour to the meters per second. So what we are going to do, we are going to multiply it with the 5 by 8 in the speed into what is the time now? Now this speed we have converted into the meters per second, right? So now see here, we should require the time in seconds. But what is the time? Time is in the minutes. So this minutes we have to convert into the seconds. That is what? 15 into 60 seconds, right? 15 into 60 seconds. That is, now the speed will be, we have converted kilometer per hour to the meter per second. We have multiplied into the 5 by 18, right? This is the speed. And now the time is, we have to convert it 15 into 60, right? So if we solve this thing, so if we solve this, 3 6 and 3 5 6 10, right? So 5 into 10, 50, 50 into 25. So 25 into 50. So 25 into 50, what we get here? So 5 5 0, 5 5 25, to carry 5, 5 to 10, 1 2 5 0. So what is the unit of it? It is most important. So speed is in what? Meter per second. So what is distance will be in what? It is, speed is in the meter per second, so distance will be in the meters. So it is most important. If the speed is in kilometer, the distance will be in the kilometer. If the speed is in meters per second, the distance will be in the meters, right? I think you have understood. Let's see again, once again. See here, what here we have given. We have given the speed, right? It is 5 kilometer per hour, and here we have given the time. It is 15 minutes. See here we have given the time in the minutes. So automatically we have to convert this kilometer per hour to the meter per second. So if in order to convert the kilometer per hour to the meters per second, we have to multiply it with the 5 by 18. So 5 into 5 by 18. That's what we have done here. And see here, our time has given the 15 minutes. But what is it is meter per seconds. Seconds. So the time also we have to convert it in the seconds. So 15 into 60 seconds. So if we do this in thing, that is in the distance is equal to speed into time, we substitute the values, we are going to get the results, right? Let's go move to the next problem. So let us move for the next problem. A car is traveling at the rate of 45 kilometer per hour. So what is the speed of the car? So the speed of the car is 45 kilometer per hour, right? Now what here what we are asking here, how many seconds, so how many seconds it will take to cover a distance of 4 by 5th kilometer. So what is the distance we have asked? 4 by 5th kilometer, right? So it is in the kilometers, so we have asked about the time. What is the time it takes? So we know that speed, we have formula speed equal to distance by time. So time equal to, so distance by speed, right? We can easily evaluate it by the formula speed equal to distance by time. If we take the time, the fact as the here on the left hand side, time equal to distance by speed. Now what is the distance? It is what? 4 by 5th kilometer, right? And what is the speed? 45 kilometer per hour. So both are matched, both units are matched, so not a problem here, right? So is equal to 4 by 5 into 45, right? So here it is having clarified here, but what you have asked, the time in seconds. So how many seconds he takes? Now we get the time in, that is we have the upper unit the kilometer, we have the down unit the speed kilometer per hour. So in what units we are going to get the time? In the hours, right? But in what units we require? In the seconds. So how to convert hour to the seconds? We have to multiply into 60. If we multiply into 60, it will convert to the minutes. Again, if we multiply into the 60, it will convert into the seconds, right? So we require this time in seconds. So we have to multiply into 60 and again into 60 in order to convert it into the seconds. So 4 into 60 by 5 into 45. I think you have understood. It is easy here. When we keep the formula depending on the distance unit, distance is in kilometer and the speed is also in the kilometer per hour, automatically the time which is on the left hand side is we are going to get it in the hours. But what is required? We require the time in seconds. So we have to convert from hours to the seconds. So if you want to convert from the hours to the seconds, we have to multiply it with the 60 again with the 60 into 60. We have to multiply with the 60 into 60. So we have multiplied 60 into 60, right? So if you evaluate this thing, 15 3 are 45 and 15 4 are 60, right? And 5 12 ja and 3 4 ja, right? So complete 4 into 4 into 4, 4 4 ja 16, 16 4 ja 64. So what is the answer? It is what? 64 seconds. So what we are going to get? Seconds. Actually we should get in the hours, but what we have done, we have converted the hours into the 6 seconds, multiply it with the 60 into 60, because what we have asked in the question, time in seconds. So that is the most important. We mostly confuse in these particular things. So remember the units very clearly, right? Let us move to the next problem. So let us move for our next problem. A boy runs 20 kilometers in 2.5 hours. How long he will take to run 32 kilometers at double the previous speed? So what here given? So how many kilometers he runs? He runs 20 kilometers. The distance he have traveled is 20 kilometers, and in what time? In 2.5 hours, right? So so here by this, here we have given the kilometer unit and here in the hours units, right? So what is the speed of the boy? Speed equal to distance by time. It is 20 by 2.5 kilometer per hour. So if we divide it we get what? 8. So what is the speed of the person? It is 8 kilometer per hour. Then look at our question. Our question is, a boy runs 20 kilometers in 2.5 hours. How long he will take to run 32 kilometers? So what he have asked? 32 kilometers. The distance what is 32 kilometers? Double the previous speed. So what is the previous speed? 18. So what is the double? Double is what? 16. So it is in the kilometer and the speed is also kilometer per hour. So 16 kilometer per hour. So what I have asked here, what will be the time taken for it, right? So the time will be what? Time equal to distance by speed. Distance by speed. So when it is distance by speed, it is what? 32 by 16. So what is it? What? 2 hours. The unit is very important. 2 hours. So what time is going to take? Is going to take 2 hours. Remember, we are going in the questions in a very sequential way. As we move to the different problems, we are moving somewhat complicated, right? But there is a, for each and every question, there is something, everything is going to depend on the basic formula. Every question is going to depend on the basic formula. Please try to understand very clearly and practice more problems such that you can easily solve any problem, right? So let us move to the next problems. So let us look to our next problem. A car traveling at a speed of 40 km per hour, at a speed of 40 km per hour, can complete a journey in 9 hours, right? How long it will take to travel the same distance at 60 km per hour? So what is the question is, a car is traveling at the speed of 40 km per hour, and if it travels at the speed of 40 km per hour, it completes journey in 9 hours, right? And how long it will take to travel the same distance at 60 km per hour? So what is the question is, if it travels with 60 km per hour, what will be the time taken? So it is our question. So this question we can solve it directly, but let us do the formula method and directly method, right? So first of all, I will say about the formula method. It will be lengthy one, right? We can also solve it directly, because why I have said we can solve it directly. Why I have not said for the other problems? So you will be getting just some small confusion. Listen here. 40 kilometer in 9 hours. We have given the speed and we have given the time. The distance is a constant one here. So here what I have asked, 60 km per hour, the same distance, how much time it is going to take? So the distance is constant. So when the distance is constant, we can solve it directly. But firstly, let us start with the let us solve with the formula method, right? So if we solve with the formula method, so by this we have what? It is the speed, right? And it is the time. So we can easily find the distance. So distance is nothing but speed into time. So the speed is in the kilometer per hour and the time is also in the hours. So no problem here, no conversion needed. So 40 into 9. So 40 into 9, what we get? Meters or kilometers? It's kilometers, right? So 40 into 9 kilometers. Yes, why we have taken kilometers? Because the units are what? Kilometer per hour, right? Here also we have the hour, so no problem. If it is not hours, we have to convert it to the hours if you want to take in the kilometer per hour, right? So kilometer per hour, so it's the distance will get in the kilometers, right? So 40 into 9, so what it is, 360 kilometers, right? Now what is our question? We have given the speed and we have asked the time, right? So what is our formula? Speed equal to distance by time, or time equal to distance by speed. So we have given, so we have asked for the time. So time is equal to 360 by what is the our speed, 60. 360 by 60, it is what, 6 hours. So what time is going to take? It is going to take the 6 hours, right? So this is one method of solving by the formula method. So what I have said you, there is no need to do it completely by the formula method. We can solve it easily because by only one thing, the distance is constant here. When the distance is constant, we can easily apply T1 S1 is equal to T2 S2, right? So what here, 40 into 9 is equal to 60 into x. X is what required for us, right? So that is nothing but x equal to 40 into 9 by 60. So 0 0 cancel, 3 2 ja, 3 3 ja, 2 2 ja, that is 2 into 3, what we get, it we get as what, 6 kilometers, sorry, 6 hours. What we are asking, we are asking about the time, we are discussing on the time. So we have the speed but we doesn't know the time. This T2 is what but x, so what we get, 6 hours, right? So like this we can easily solve the directly by applying. So in the exam there is no need to represent each and every step, 40 into 9, that is you can easily do, you can directly write this particular step and you can evaluate the answer. But let us look over next problem. So the next problem is, A and B travel the same distance at a speed of 9 km per hour and 10 km per hour respectively, right? If A takes 36 minutes more than B, the distance traveled by each is. So what has been given here, we have a distance, right? So this distance is traveled by two persons, A and B. So A has traveled this distance with a speed of 9 km per hour, right? And B has traveled this distance at the speed of 10 km per hour. And the time difference between both is, the time difference, and when we compare the time of both, the time difference is what, 36 minutes. It is important, 36 minutes. Units are a lot more important, right? So this particular problem we can solve in both ways. I will say the formula method, and also I will say the easy method by the ratio method, right? So if suppose I will call the time taken by the A is T1, and if I say the time taken by the B is T2, then it is very clear that T2 minus T1 is equal to 36 minutes, right? So what is T2? Now what is T1? So here see, T2 is what normally we have, what is the formula for the speed? Speed equal to distance by time, right? So time equal to distance by speed. So that formula which originates from the main formula. So we have the distance something, let us assume the distance is d. Let us assume the distance is d. So if we assume the distance as d, d by, so what is T2? It is 10. D by 10 minus d by 9. D by 9 is equal to 36 minutes. See here, the 10 is in what, kilometer per hour. 9 is also kilometer per hour. So hour is the unit for us. But what is here? We have the minutes. So what we have to do? We have to convert this 36 into the hours. So in order to convert this, what we are going to do? D by 10 minus d by 9 is equal to 36 by 60. So if you take the here the LCM, it is going to be 90 by so here we get that is we are going to have the modulus. So d by 90 is equal to 36 by 60. So 6 is a 6 10 ja, right? So it 0 0 is going to be cancelled, right? So d equal to 6 into 9, it is what, 54 kilometers. So what is the distance? The distance is 54 kilometers. And we also have an alternative method. By the ratio method also we can easily find it. So what is that method? Let us have that method too, and it is very easy method. See here, speed is inversely proportional to the time. Speed is inversely proportional to the time. That is, if we have the speed ratio of A and B, if we take the A and B, the speed ratio is 9 to 10. If the speed ratio is 9 to 10, then the time ratio when the distance is constant, remember, when a particular distance is constant, this formula is going to be applicable. So when the distance is constant, simply if we have speed ratio as 9 is to 10, then the time ratio will be 10 is to 9. So you can remember it blindly. That is, when the distance is constant, this is the thing, when the distance is constant, the speed ratio, if it is going to be 9 is to 10, then the time ratio is going to be the inverse. It is going to be 10 is to 9. Now what the question, in the question what is given? So the time difference is 36 minutes. Now if we see the time difference between the A and B is what, 1 unit. But 1 unit, what you have said, the time difference is what, 36 minutes. That means 1 unit is equal to what, 36 minutes. Then what is the time A has how many, 10 units. Then what is the time A is going to take? He is going to take 360 minutes. He is going to take 360 minutes. Means we have a formula, speed equal to distance by time. So by this formula, what is the distance? Distance is equal to speed into time. So we know, so what we know, what is the speed of the A? It is 9 into how much time it have taken, 360. 360, we have to convert this minutes to the hour, so we are going to divide by 60. So 0 0 cancels, 6 6 are 36, 9 6 are what, 54 kilometers. So either we can solve by the A, or also we can take by this also. So we can multiply 36 into 9 and we can solve here also. So this method will be most easier, and we are going to study in depth when we go to the ratios, right? Like this we can solve problems very easily, right? Let us move for the next problem. So let us move to the next problem. A man is walking at a speed of 10 km per hour. So what is the speed of the man? The speed is equal to 10 km per hour. After every kilometer, he takes a rest for 5 minutes. How much time will he take to cover a distance of 5 kilometers? See here, what is the distance to cover? It is 5 kilometers. So distance to cover is 5 kilometers. So what is saying here? For every kilometer he takes a rest of 5 minutes. So in 5 kilometers, how many kilometers? So how many halls he is going to come? So that is 4 halls. 1, 2, 3 and 4. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 he reached the target. That is 5 minus 1. That is the 4 halls we are going to achieve in this. So 4 halls is going to take, for every halt is going to take rest for how many minutes? He is going to take rest for 5 minutes. So that is how much, 4 halls, that is 4 into 5 minutes. That is how many minutes he is going to take rest? 20 minutes, right? It is very clear from this. Now what distance he have to cover? He have to cover the distance of 5 kilometers. So at what speed is going? 10 kilometer per hour, means 10 kilometer per 1 hour. Then for 5 kilometer, how much time is going to take? Half an hour. That is 30 minutes. So and what is the halt time? 20. So 30 plus 20, how much time is going to take? 50 minutes. So questions will be lot easier. The thing is you have to understand the problem in the right way and you have to solve it in better thing, right? So the conversions and the understanding of the problem is most important. Let us move to the next problem. So our next problem is a man rides at the rate of 18 km per hour but stops for 6 minutes to change horses at the end of every 7th kilometer. The time that he will take to cover a distance of 90 kilometer. So what is the total distance to cover? It is 90 kilometer, right? It is 90 kilometer. Now what he have said here is going to stop for every 7th kilometer. So for every 7th kilometer he is going to stop. So if you stop for 7th kilometer, in 90 kilometer, how many 7 kilometers is going to come? So if you divide 90 by 7, so 7 1 and 12 point change something we are going to get, right? So that is how many holes we are going to get? 12 holes we are going to get. So we are going to get 12 holes. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. 12 holes we are going to get. So for every halt how much time he is going to spend? He stops for 6 minutes. So 12 into 6. So how many? It is 72 minutes. So he is going to stop for 72 minutes. Now what is his speed? So his speed is 18 km per hour. He is moving with the speed of 18 km per hour. So what distance he have to cover? 90 kilometers. So speed that is we have to see the time equal to distance by speed. Now what is the distance you have to cover? 90. And what is the speed? With what speed is moving? 18. So it is nothing but 90 by 18, it is 5 hours. So 5 hours. So 5 hours the time which it takes to move from here to here. Now and also what is the halt time? It is 72 minutes. So what is the total time? Total time is equal to 5 hours plus 72 minutes. 72 minutes is nothing but 1 hour plus 12 minutes. So overall 5 plus 1 what? 6 hours 6 hours and 12 minutes. So overall his journey is 6 hours and 12 minutes, right? Let us move to the next problem. So the next question is, a person started his journey in the morning at 11 a.m. In the morning, right? He started his journey in the morning, right? At 11 a.m. he covered 3 by 8 of the journey. And on the same day at 4:30 p.m. he covered 5 by 6 of the journey. He started his journey at, right? Let us represent. So he started at a particular time in the morning. So he has not given the time for us. So he started, and at 11 a.m. when the time reached at 11 a.m. right? He covered 3 by 8 of journey. So in the total distance he has covered the 3 by 8 of journey. And on the same day at 4:30 p.m. So at 4:30 p.m. he covered 5 by 6 of the journey. So he covered 5 by 6 of journey. He started his journey at. So what is required? The time of here. What is the time here? Right? So in order to find the time here, here we have not given anything. The speed is not given and the distance also given, the total distance. So we have to here, but here see here from 11 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. the speed, everything is somewhat clear here. That is, by this we can find here, right? So see here, what is the time difference between this journey is, if we see the time difference, that is 4:30 p.m. minus 11 a.m. So here we get, so it is 5.5 hours. So what we got? 5.5 hours. So the time difference between this distance, this particular 2 points we have found out. And also the distance also minus 5 by 6 minus 3 by is the distance traveled here. So we can find the distance also. So the distance is equal to 5 by 6 minus 3 by 8. If you take the LCM on the both sides, so we get 24, 24, 6 4 ja 24, 6 4 ja 24, 4 into 5 20, 20 minus 8 3 ja 24, 3 3 ja 9, 20 minus 9, that is what we get, it is 11 by 24. So what we have done here is we have found the distance and we have found the time. Now we can find the what is the speed of it, because if we find speed of it, automatically we can multiply the speed with this distance and we can get the time, right? So we can run our time formula and we can, by the speed and distance, we can find the time here easily, right? So first of all, let us find the speed. So what is the speed of it? Speed is equal to distance by time, that is 11 by 24, it is 5.5 hours. If we convert, it is 11 by 2, right? So it is 11 by 2. So 11 by 24 by 11 by 2, it is nothing but 2 by 11. So 11 11 cancel to 12. So what is the speed? It is 1 by 12. So speed is 1 by 12. Now see here, the time is equal to distance by speed. So what distance it have covered? 3 by 8. So t equal to d by s, distance by speed. Distance is 3 by 8 by 1 by 12. So if we solve for this thing, so 4 2 ja and 4 3 ja. So if it moves so upside, 3 3 9 by 2, right? So 9 by 2 is nothing but 4.5 hours. 4.5 hours. So the time here, it is 4.5 hours. That is, he started from 11, 4.5 hours before he have started. That is, he have started at 6:30 a.m. At 6:30 a.m. This is our answer, right? So I'm displaying some of the questions. Take the screenshot and please practice them, so you'll be getting very clear idea on these topics. Thank you.